Hello and welcome to another episode of Geek-Men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. I'm Dustin. We got
Zombie.
Nick and Zombie.
Welcome aboard, Nick.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Anytime. Oh boy. So first things first, you said you had something in the box.
Yep. I got a few things.
What's in the box?
Exactly.
Christmas came a little early via the Caribbean.
Ooh.
There's some plunderlongs. This is Captain Ojo.
Nice.
I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. I just got them, so I haven't even had a chance to open them. Feral 8-Ball.
Ooh, nice.
Like him. The other one that from the first series of Plunderlings, he was the white one was the one that had the little skull mask.
Yeah.
I dig this dude. His alternate look. He's got that crazy 8-ball helmet. I love that. Had to get that one. This one didn't get unlocked during the Kickstarter campaign, but was unlocked during the backer kit, and I was worried wouldn't make it.
Ooh.
So this one is Tinker Rusty. And he's cool. He's got a peg leg.
Oh, that's cool.
They were going to do a regular plunderling of him. He was like way down the list though for the what do you call them? To unlock.
The extras or whatever.
Yeah, I'm brain fart right now. And last one is I got Nomad Swash.
Nice.
Strange. I just noticed there's a sticker. The other ones didn't have it. It was kind of. There must have been something that they had to add into it, or whatever. But yeah, he's got that really cool hat and leather gloves and whatever. And,
Swashbuckler.
Yeah, and then I had to get the leather kit for him because there's like this mask. This mask added to that look, it was too cool to pass up. So
heck yeah.
It also comes with additional hands and gloves and stuff. So
that's cool. Neat.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool. So that's all I was able to get. I didn't get any of the Plunder Strongs, the big guys. They just didn't really do it for me. I didn't. Something about them. I just. Like one of them was really cool. He had, I think he had like a big coat on or something, and the big captain's hat. But I just
that was one I was tempted by.
Right?
It looked like something straight out of Gargoyles or something. Hey, Jessica.
I really liked that look that they gave him with the big coat just kind of hanging over him or whatever. But yeah. These are a little different in a way. Like this is the regular little plunderling. And they are a little bit taller, like a head taller or whatever. Like they're stretched out.
Yeah.
They're off of my but yeah, they're cool. I had to get a few of them, so
yeah.
Oh, there was a surprise in the box too. They
like mine.
They gave everybody, I think they gave everybody, I don't know, I got one, this really cool coin. It's a thick coin too. It's not, and it's metal, it's heavy. But yeah, it's cool. It's got the little skull symbol on one side, and then there's like a footprint, and it's got like that Aztec etching all around it.
Heck yeah.
That's really cool. I like that. So thank you, Plunderling team.
Yeah.
Lone Coconut. I'd almost kind of forgot that I pledged for those. It was a while ago.
Yeah, I'm running into that too. With something that I'll share next week or when I get it, sometime after I get it. But cool. Yeah.
That's it for me.
All right, nice. I have plenty of stuff to open. I just didn't open anything this week. Yeah. I have my C-3PO that will stay in box until I get an R2-D2. It's gonna stay in box until I get an R2D2 because I'm not opening them without R2. That's
You
it.
can't have one without the other.
Right. So
just gotta wait for them to come out. They made that newer one, so
yeah. I think that one looks really good, and I've seen a few people post that they saw it in stores, and it's just like, yeah, I need that. Right?
Really?
You send that over to me?
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that until next year.
Yeah, no, it's out.
Huh. I'll have to keep an eye open for that.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. Well, I have a horde of other things on my desk, but
Horde.
Yes, if you saw my desk, you would see that it's definitely qualifies as a horde.
Horde.
What about you, Nick? Did you get anything? Anything cool lately?
My life is boring.
That's always good because I don't care for excitement.
I could do with some more. It gets old. Trust me.
Well, that's when you come on this show.
I don't know about excitement, but I do create enough of my own drama. So
yeah,
all not drama.
Little off-camera conversation we had before the show.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh goodness. But all right, so you watched the movie Krampus, right?
I did. Did you?
I did.
Nick, did you get a chance to watch it?
Of course.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was a strange movie.
I agree. I found it very strange because it was comedy, but it also wasn't at the same time. Like it was also sort of serious, but it's like, okay, were they trying to be funny or were they just?
I honestly don't know.
I laughed regardless. So.
Yeah. Are you kidding? I laugh at the most deranged things anyway.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you've seen our conversations and reels that we send each other all the time. So yes, yeah. I laugh at the most deranged things straight up.
Talk about a group of people that totally deserved it, though. Other than that Max kid who just wanted to have like a normal. Everybody else there was like, I was like, I didn't feel sorry for him at all. Not that I usually do anyway, but it was like, even then, I'm just like, okay, good. Finally shut up.
Right.
I think the only innocent one was the baby. Like, everybody had something that they were guilty of being bad about.
Mm-hmm.
even Max. Max liked to fight.
Yeah. He had a temper.
But,
I don't know. Beth didn't do a whole lot. She was sarcastic, but then she's a teenager. Like, she's a teenager sarcasm. Other than that, she was more the level head, but she died first. So I was very confused by that.
Well, you know, she was.
Other than those two, though, the rest of them all got what they deserved.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, she did, but still, that's not. It's not even like she did anything bad with him. It was just she went to her boyfriend's house. I mean, that's she's a teenager. That's what they're gonna
do. No, I love the character of Aunt Dorothy, though. She had the best lines in the movie.
Oh yeah,
she was. She was an Adam Sandler movie. She was the guy that wanted the girl that wanted to be a guy in an Adam Sandler movie, and she owned a restaurant.
Okay.
And Mr. Deeds.
Okay, yeah.
Remember, because his girlfriend like kicks her in the crotch, and she's just like, "I don't have any balls." And oh man, I that's where I recognize her from. I was trying to think of that movie for a while.
So she was in. I know her from 2.5 Men. She was the housekeeper.
Yeah.
In 2.5 Men, and she had great lines in that show too. But yeah, I just every line she had. dying from laughter. She's
Right.
making the peppermint schnapps in the kitchen, and the
Yeah,
one
and she's
little-
like, "Don't tell
Gave
mom."
it to the kid.
yeah. Did you see his face? He was like, yeah.
He's like, it's just like, okay, that kid's gonna be an alcoholic for sure.
Did you see their parents? They're all the kids are going to be alcoholics. It's just inevitable.
Only a matter of time.
Yeah. I mean, oh goodness, especially what's his name? The dude who was Champ in Anchorman. It's the only thing I can think. He's been in other stuff, but he was also in The Office. But still, oh yeah, his kids
The
are.
dad?
Yeah, the dad.
See, I know him from another Adam Sandler movie. He was in Little Nicky.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've seen him in all kinds of stuff with that. I don't know why, but today apparently is an Adam Sandler day because that's what popped in my head as soon as I saw him. I'm like, I know him.
Welcome to the Adam Sandler show, people.
Those older ones, he used to have some really good shows. I still love Little Nicky.
Yeah.
He wasn't in Little Nicky. He was in the football one. My brain is not working.
Yeah, I have the same problem.
The Longest Yard.
No, the funny football one.
Oh, the
Waterboy.
Waterboy. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Waterboy.
He was in Waterboy.
Pretty sure.
He was Waterboy. He was the Waterboy.
Adam Sandler was, but the dad from Krampus, I think he was in that too, if I recall correctly. Although, who knows at this point?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I don't know. That's
I don't know, my brain's just on Adam Sandler today. I don't even know why. I haven't seen an Adam Sandler movie in 100 years.
I actually just watched an Adam Sandler movie, Leo, because it also has Bill Burr in it, and it's just like, what on earth is Bill Burr doing in a kids movie? It's just like
it's a kids movie.
Yeah,
you said Bill Burr, and I was like, I did not expect kids movie.
Yeah,
animated. Yeah,
it was animated.
What's that guy's name?
But yeah, it was good. But anyway, so yes, agree that everyone got what they deserved. Essentially, didn't feel bad for him. Didn't he play Adam's dad in The Waterboy?
I'm doing some Google foo right here, so
yeah. I don't want to overtax my computer.
David Koechner.
Okay.
That's his name, the dad. He was in Marmaduke.
This is like a 6 degrees from Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Well, who doesn't know Adam Sandler? I mean,
yeah. I wonder if what was it? Adam Scott. I wonder if he's associated with him in some way.
I think all those comedians are. They know each other just through the network or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, one of them probably has a movie idea and calls the other one up after they get stoned out of their balls and go, "Hey, I'm gonna do this movie. You want to be in it with me?" Yeah, man, that would be great.
Wait everybody over. Let's all do a movie, man.
What were we making again?
I don't know. I'm too stoned. That'd be funny.
Just film it. We'll watch it.
Pretty much. That's pretty much how it goes anyway. I mean, I watch his movies.
Start to finish, they're tripping balls. And that's just the movie. That's it.
Yeah. I feel like that's the case for a lot of movies. But most of them are still funny. So,
ooh, I've seen some doozies where I've had to just, what did I watch?
There's one. It was a coming of age story, and basically the entire plot, start to finish, was to get this one dude laid. And it was like, of course, that's most of them, but
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, that's Porky's.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Porky's. It was on Netflix, but I don't know. Anyway,
I think that was kind of the plot line for I think Super Bad.
yeah, super bad. Why can I not think of this movie now?
There's a lot of them.
American Pie, essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anything else about Krampus? Is it a movie that you're gonna watch every year?
No.
So this is the third year I've watched it. So. I guess it's become a tradition for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did suggest it.
Yeah, you did.
I like the design of Krampus.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool. It wasn't that typical, like you look up images of him or whatever, and he's like this hairy kind of goat man or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little more inspired, a little more like holy crap.
I like the chains.
Yeah,
those were a nice touch.
The chains, the bell, the elves. His elves were creepy.
Yeah.
It reminded me very much of like a scene out of the Labyrinth with all the.
Phil Pepper.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen the Labyrinth?
Oh, we do this
David
every
Bowie
show.
in very tight pants. Come on, man.
This happens every show. Somebody will say some movie, and Dustin will go, "I've never seen it."
If you've ever wanted to see David Bowie in the tightest pants ever to exist, leaves nothing to the imagination. You got to see Labyrinth.
Well, then why would I want to watch it?
I think they were painted on.
You want to watch it? It's another kids movie.
Well, I'll tell you, I finally saw Jaws.
Finally?
Yeah, first time.
Oh, Dustin had this hang up about, well, why would I watch that when there's other movies out there, other shark movies with better graphics and special effects and everything?
Because it was the first.
Yes, you have to put yourself back in the year that movie came out, before all the special CGI, and put yourself in the mindset of, I'm going to go swimming in the ocean and get eaten by a fucking shark.
Probably one of the movies that did the most damage to Mother Nature of all time, too. Several shark species almost went extinct because of that movie. And I'm not even kidding. People just started hunting them, just killing them for no reason.
Well, it did make it seem kind of fun. Shark hunting?
Randomly murdering perfectly fine animals?
Murdering. Yeah, not
I don't
murdering, but...
They're sharks, so it's not murdering. It's just spree killing for fun, for no reason.
Yeah. Totally reasonable. It's like killing a deer.
No. See, like, I would have more respect if, like, because this has happened before, but if you, like, knife hunted a shark, I couldn't fault you for that. Like, what are you going to say to that guy? He just wandered around in the ocean with a knife and brought back a shark. Okay. I mean, if you make sure even if species go extinct because of that, if you knife fight him, I have no problems, man. You're good.
I survived.
You don't mess with that
many
man.
times. Right.
Exactly.
You don't mess with that guy.
There was a pirate captain, I think it's pirate captain. Some ship captain back in the 1800s, but he saw his guy. He was on an island, and there was his guys were out in the water or something, and he saw a shark, and he chased after it in the water, stabbed it with a knife, and drug it on shore. And so I don't remember where I know that, but there was a solo pirate captain, and he killed a shark with a knife.
Seems legit.
You need to watch the old movies, dude. Come on now.
I'll get around to it. I mean, that's pretty much the purpose of the show. Like, the whole thing, my buddy Kurt and I were like, oh, you haven't seen this movie? No. You haven't seen this movie? No. You haven't seen this movie? So every week it was like, I'm going to suggest a movie to you, and then you have to go and watch it and tell me what you thought. and it was just this whole thing that we had going back and forth. But yeah, so it just sort of blew up into our segment ADHD theater because it's pretty much was born from that, I guess. So
So what'd you think of the Twisted Toys?
Oh, I thought the Twisted Toys in Krampus were awesome. They were very like kind of creepy, but like it's like, ooh, that's cool.
It really reminded me of it gave me Puppet Master vibes.
Oh, yeah. Puppet Master.
I was like, oh, that dude is gonna get. I was like, oh man, that dude's gonna get eaten by a freaking cookie. He's over there bashing them.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was hard to be.
Man scene. That was great.
Hard to be scared of a cookie. They weigh like a pound. You just crush it. Although the dog ate it, and the dog, as far as I know, the dog. Did the dog die? I don't think he went up to the ceiling to kill the giant Jack in the Box worm thing, and then he made a yelp, but they never showed him.
Yeah, they didn't show. They spared us the death of the precious dog.
Yeah, I was rooting for the dog.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know. I think everyone does.
There's a website, doesthedogdie.com. You can look up any movie and it'll let you know.
Oh boy.
Marley and Me.
Oh, I'm sure that one does. I saw that 100 years ago, but I don't do dying animal movies.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Yeller.
There was a
where the red fern grows.
Yes!
That book messed me up. That book messed me up.
My dad says the same thing.
Dude, that book is just nothing but sad. Everything was sad. And that's why that website's good. Where doesthedogdie.com? Because then you can just go, okay, let's go see a movie. As long as the dog doesn't die, then you can watch the movie. That's what most people use it for. Because if the dog dies, then the movie sucks.
Don't watch the first John Wick.
Oh yeah, I've watched that one. That was, but like he goes on a killing spree, but never before in my life have I ever been like, all those guys deserved it. And plus, they killed the dog. Like. Yeah, I think that's why the movie's so popular. Because a lot of people were like, if something happened, I wish I could had the talent to go off and kill all those people. They like dream and fantasize about it.
Right. I mean, yeah, I hear that. I would probably do the same thing.
Yeah, my buddy Sherman, he's looking at me like I'm weird right now.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, I'm sorry.
Makes sense.
Speaking of ADHD theater, my ADHD is on hardcore today. But you said the creepy toys. I thought they were pretty good. Especially the Jack in the Box worm thing. That was done well.
That was insane.
Wasn't there a Pinocchio video game like that where it had like a circle spiral mouth with like all the teeth like that? I think.
I don't know.
I know there was an anime of it, but the girl's vagina was a circly teeth nasty thing, and it would mash.
Oh my god!
Did you know there's actually a term for that? It's called vagina dentata. You should look it up. That's a thing.
Okay.
That one left me with scars. Left you speechless there, zombie.
No.
Everybody else is getting a drink. I want a drink.
Yeah. All right. So everybody got what they deserved in Krampus. Change this up.
Ending was interesting. It was like it wasn't as good as like everybody dies ending, but it wasn't as bad as like the good guy pulls through and everything's all right in the end. Or vice versa. It wasn't as because he kind of got free, but he didn't.
There was a couple of places in the ending of this movie where it could have ended, and that could have been the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Max was the last man standing, and Krampus hands him the bell with his ripped up letter wrapped around it, and he looks at it, and he looks back up, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Screen goes black. That could have totally been the end right then and there. Same thing happened to his grandmother when she was a little kid.
Yeah.
Could have ended. But
See,
it kept going.
that would have been the normal horror ending, but I think they wanted a more the kid got what he wished for, rather than, you know what I mean, like he suffered because of his wish. Everybody else suffered for him, and that was his punishment. And that's kind of a more of a trope now that's been done before so many times. But I think they wanted to go a different direction and do a kind of, he did get his wish in the end, and even though he changed his wish, he got it, but it was kind of a twisted wish because Krampus is a twisted Santa Claus. So I think that's what they were trying to go for, but I don't know if it added anything. I still think it was kind of a odd ending too. Not bad. The movie wasn't bad at all. It was just odd.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
It could have also ended when he got thrown into the pit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have ended there. They didn't have to add the final scene. It could have ended there too, and it would have been just fine.
Yeah.
They kept
now
going.
I'm curious.
It's like, I'm curious. Wait, there's more.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It felt like it was a couple endings and then it just kept going. But I'm kind of curious if like he's going to be trapped in that forever. Like, is he in that snow globe forever, just a repeating Christmas forever? And then it kind of implied that when he brought out the bell that was wrapped, everybody else kind of looked at it like they started to remember what was going on too. They remember that things weren't right, or at least they recognized something was wrong.
Right.
And I don't know, are they going to be trapped in that forever, like in a loop? Or is is it just that house, or is it just like its own universe? And I don't know. I think they left too many questions. It bothered me.
Well, actually, when they zoomed out from that and they showed all the other snow globes, I kind of assumed that was kind of their punishment for all the bad things they've done for not being in the spirit of Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So there were other snow globes there with other houses in them. So they were kind of like not the only one. The way I took it was, no, it's a Groundhog Day thing. You're stuck. This is it. Yeah. This is your punishment. Deal with it.
Right. I don't know. I'd be curious. I want to know what happens after that. I don't even need like a addition to the movie. I just want to know, like in a blurb, like it was a repeat. That's all I want to know. Once I have that curiousness met, then. But yeah, I don't know.
But
I can totally see a Krampus 2, where it's
I think there is one.
Explores the other globes.
I was trying to find a place to watch it on, and I looked on like Tubi and all the other, my little resources, all those apps on my TV, and there's like Mother of Krampus, Krampus 2, Krampus Resurrection, Krampus, and I don't think they're the same movie universe either. I think they're not related, but there's a lot of Krampus stuff, and it was like I was trying to like parse through it, and so I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think it's a part of the same universe.
Yeah, I don't think there's a sequel to this particular movie either.
Right.
I haven't seen those movies, but I know what you're talking about. I've seen the promo images or whatever, and a brief description of some of them. There's even one like Bigfoot versus Krampus or something like that.
Oh, yeah, it's like. Oh, I also saw the Ginger.
Like, I'm gonna watch that.
There was because I know there's a comedy horror called Ginger Dead Man, and then there's also a comedy called Evil Bong. And when I was looking for it, there was Ginger Dead Man versus the Evil Bong, and I'm like, now I kind of want to watch that because I know it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible.
Oh man,
that is definitely curious.
Oh yeah, there's a Evil Bong, man. I think if I remember correctly, I never watched it, but I read like a synopsis or something because I was like, "What the hell is this?" Like, I at least I just had to at least look that up. But I think it was an evil bong that you smoked it and then you started killing people. Like it was like that old. I could be wrong, but it was like that old 1960s clip, about where this gentleman, blah blah blah, he smoked weed and then killed his parents. You ever seen that? This black and white made in the 60s about how horrible weed was. Yeah, I think it was kind of based loosely off of that, but it's an evil bong, and we might have to watch that one sometime too. That's a movie you got to watch stoned though. Now that it's legal.
Yeah.
There's a couple of movies that you just have to watch stoned. I don't know if I could watch Krampus stoned though. That would be. I don't know.
That one might have you looking at your Christmas tree all suspicious and everything. Like,
Yeah.
are you going to eat me?
Right. Looking at looking for the Christmas Claus and Santa Claus in the
if
face of
there's
Christmas.
ever any kind of movie with a Jack in the Box and you hear "Pop Goes the Weasel," you
Oh,
know you're
yeah.
done for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was having elf flashbacks there.
Oh,
Those elves were kind of. I don't know the word to describe it. They were creepy weird.
Yeah. That they were.
I can say that NECA is making a Krampus figure based off of this movie. So, come out
that
eventually.
would be cool. That would be very cool.
It's supposed to be out by now, but I guess they had some type of problems at the factory or with production or something. I don't know. But
you definitely need to kit bash that into a greater demon of corn, and then just be like a bloodthirster, but like Krampus, because if the war changes what you're based on what your belief, then there should be a Christmas or there should be a Santa Claus or a Krampus somewhere. You could do that. That would be cool, and that motto would be awesome. Get to fight like a titan.
Oh
goodness. But I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know. ADHD is strong today.
Yeah.
I even took my meds and I'm still bouncing around.
Yeah, I hear that. I don't know. But
I should have made myself a cup of coffee instead of grabbing a water. I'm dragging ass.
Yeah.
You have a dragon ass. Does that mean you sit on gold?
No.
You fart fire and
that would be cool. I would like that.
To fart fire? I think you go through your pants pretty quickly.
Well, I would just take off my pants.
Well, then you get like a sexual harassment charge, and then you go to jail.
I'm sure that I can fold the scales up and just be like, "Yeah, I'm clothed."
That's a whole other topic. Now you're getting into some weird Rule 34 stuff, dude.
Yeah, I hear you. But all right, so anyway, Jaws. If we want to talk about that, I will say that I can see why it was exciting at the time. I do think that there was something in the suspense that made it exciting, like the build up. But
you never know what it was going to be. That's one of the creepy things about the ocean. I think they played into that really well.
Yeah.
You can't see it. Dun-na, dun-na, dun-na. It's a shark legs. Oh!
Oh, he dropped him.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was good. I thought they did good. But I'm definitely I wouldn't say more afraid, but I definitely find the newer stuff more interesting. Like the Meg, I think is really cool. I really enjoyed that, but
I'd never seen that one. What did they give an excuse of why it's there?
The Megalodon?
Yeah. Or did they just say it came up from the deep?
Yeah. No, they explain it more in the second one. They explain it more in the second one where it's like there's this shelf where you have to barrel down through it in order to get to this deeper sub-level, and that's where megalodons exist. But the fact that somehow a hole was punched through it, I know I sound like somehow the Emperor returned. No, it's not like that, but somehow the shark came up and they were fighting with it.
So it kind of lived in a cave?
Okay, let me try, Dustin. So I keep wanting to say the Marinara Trench. No.
The marijuana trench.
There we go. the deepest part of the ocean or whatever. What they thought was the deepest part, they went down in the sub, and when they got there, they noticed it looked like there was water under the water. Well, there was like this level, like a substrate or something, and they took the sub, they penetrated it, and they went further down, and there was like another ecosystem below it, and the creatures that existed below it could not survive above because of different environments.
Different salinity probably.
When they returned, they kind of created this hole in the not really like a film or nothing, but the different salinity in the water or whatever, and it kind of made it murky, and that allowed the first megalodon to come up through it. So they go into a little bit further in the second movie.
Yeah.
About what that environment is like. They know it exists, and they want to go explore it and everything. So that's their reason for going back, even though they know that the megalodons are down there.
Okay.
And they're like, yeah, this thing can survive.
No, because like the reason the megalodons aren't alive today is because of food sources, and like there's nothing they could eat. They could maybe eat whales, but it wouldn't be they wouldn't be able. There's just not enough whales for them to survive. So that's why they died out like 20, 30 million years ago. They were too big, and so like if you do it like down in the bottom of the ocean, like in the special. Because there is really underwater lakes, like in the ocean, with different salinity levels, and animals will dive down into it and die because even they can't handle that high salinity. And like, there would have to be a lot of food, and so it makes me kind of like my suspension of disbelief is weird. Like that would break it for me. I couldn't be like, nah, it couldn't survive down there. That's not how that works. It would starve to death in a week, and then I would like lose interest in the movie. So I was wondering how they explained it. If they explained it well, I would like the movie. But it sounds like, especially down the bottom of the ocean, there's not a lot of food down there. That's why it's mostly scavengers and ambush hunters.
They put other creatures down there with them to justify them existing.
But see, it all comes down to energy. See, all of energy on Earth comes from the sun, and so like most of those down there live on marine snow or things that fall down, whale carcasses, and so the amount of energy that makes it down to the bottom is still very, very low. And so like even below that, there could be large things down there, but where they get the energy from? Now that could be like chemical vents, because there is like bacteria and things that live down there on those vents, and they get energy from the chemosynthesis. It's from hydrogen sulfide leaking from the vents. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but those tend to be like very low energy too, because there's not a lot of energy to be gained from hydrogen sulfide and hydrogen sulfide and whatever the other one I said was. And so I don't know if I believe that it would be enough to for an entire population of megalodons to survive.
Yeah, there are definitely multiple.
Cthulhu doesn't eat, so
it's just a movie, man.
That's why I'm probably not good to bring into these kind of things. But like Krampus is magic, so I could get that. That makes sense to me. Even though I don't believe in magic, magic is what. But I couldn't do a megalodon.
No, all the things that you just said, they kind of bring up, there's volcanic vents down there and that sort of thing. So they try to throw plausibility into it, but I mean, it's a movie about megalodons and the guy riding around on a jet ski fighting them. So
see, if we're going to go with that kind of silly, if you're going to go with that kind of silly, you got to go Sharknado. If we're going to like go outright field physics, let's just go Sharknado. Make it silly. I still haven't seen Sharknado though.
I haven't seen it either. But Kurt has.
I heard it was
watched them all.
Ridiculous.
I think I've seen the first one, and that was enough for me not to watch the others. It was before streaming, okay? It was on cable, it was on Sci-Fi, and there was nothing else on. So I watched it with commercials.
Oh, good.
Ooh, that's even worse.
Yeah. I don't know if I could handle that. Well, no, I suppose the commercials do give it somewhat of a break, but I would get up at that break and be gone.
Yeah.
some of those old sci-fi movies that they funded and had made are so terrible. There was one that was like Komodo dragon versus giant python or something like that. And there's this one scene, and this is out of everything. This is what took me out of the movie. I turned it off after this. Like one of the people on the island got attacked. Their head was bitten off, and then you get the Wilhelm scream. It's like, how did he scream without a head?
Oh goodness!
I'm done.
So it was as bad as like in those, especially older movies. Like they could lose their head and their body would still like walk for a couple paces and then fall. And you're like, no, it's gone. They're falling down immediately. It's not happening like that.
Oh. How about I get that? There we go.
You got the Wilhelm scream?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh goodness. Yeah, got the Wilhelm scream. But yeah, what were you just talking about? Wilhelm.
You're talking about
the Komodo dragon.
Jaws, and you said Komodo versus Mega Python, I think. I think it's Komodo versus Mega Python. Then they also had Sharktopus versus something.
Oh, they made all kinds of terrible movies.
I think cocaine was involved. That's my guess.
Probably so.
Trying to get this to come up. There we go. My kids love the Sharknado movies because they were so bad. Yeah,
I think that's why I think they made it to be bad, because I've only seen clips, but every time I've seen the clips, it's always been like, it's very, very bad, but it's like, I know this movie's bad, so we're just going to roll with it just to be funny, kind of a thing.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing. They definitely were not taking that movie seriously. I mean, whenever you've got a scene and you're in an airplane and you're above the clouds and there's lightning and you look down and through the lightning strikes, you see a shark swimming in the clouds. Like, yeah, okay, they're being silly.
Heck yeah, man.
Well, wasn't that one dude who he was in a bunch of pornos or something? Wasn't he behind it, or wasn't he involved in it some way?
No idea what you're talking about.
Give me one sec.
I think
no. Careful with your word, your search there.
I'm just IMDbing Sharknado.
Yeah, I think it's Ron.
Are you talking about the guy that was in 90210?
IMDb. I think it was.
The writer was Thunder Levin. Who the heck is Thunder Levin? Sharknado was shot in 18 days.
I believe every word of that.
I thought it was something Jeremy, or Jeremy.
You mean Ron Jeremy?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was involved in it somehow.
Or did he have a cameo?
You're kidding.
Maybe. I just remember that's how. Yeah, Ron Jeremy. I don't know how. I don't know what it was involved, but I know that that's how Kurt originally pitched it to me. Okay, so there's this movie with Ron Jeremy in it, and I'm just like, who's Ron Jeremy? Why? He goes, no. It's funny. He was in a bunch of pornos and stuff, and I'm just like, what? I'm just like, I still don't get it.
Sure, it wasn't Sharknado 2?
Maybe. It could have been any one of the Sharknados. But
know.
I don't know. Oh goodness. See what we get into.
Yeah, it wouldn't be ADHD theater without it.
I know. Yeah.
Well, IMDb at least doesn't mention anything about Ron Jeremy or anybody else that I would know. So
Well,
Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing.
no,
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Maybe they lied to you.
Maybe. Maybe.
Well, if we mention a porn star, Dustin will definitely check it out.
Maybe you're just misremembering it. Kurt's
It
not
could
here
be.
to defend himself, so
No, that's true. That's true. As Kurt enters the chat. No, just kidding.
if he ever comes to watch this episode, he's probably going, "No, Dustin, no, you got it all wrong."
I know it's probably something, but I want to say it was something like that, but I don't know. I don't remember.
Are you sure it was Ron Jeremy?
Why? I have no idea, to be honest.
I would not know.
Ron Jeremy was in Ghostbusters? Holy crap.
Oh, he was an extra, yeah.
Godfather Part 3. I'm looking at his filmography right now in non-pornographic films, and he was in a bunch.
Oh.
Oh, he was in Orgasmo. I need to watch that again.
Orgasmo?
Oh, yeah. You never seen Orgasmo?
No.
It's made by the guys that made South Park, Trey and whatever. And it's about a Mormon guy who gets into porn for the money, but he can't actually have sex, so they have a stunt cock. And it is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. And he's like an inventor, and he invented this gun that goes on his hand, and he shoots people with it, and they instantly have an orgasm, and that's his superhero. He's Orgasmo. He shoots him, and this one guy, he shoots this guy on so many times that his balls explode, and then he gets metal balls, and then as he walks, you hear him clacking, like, clack, clack, clack. Dude, you have to watch Orgasmo. It's hard to find, but it is so funny. It is one of the better ones that they've done. Oh my god, that was. Have you ever seen Orgasmo?
Zombie, have you?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have mentioned Zombie.
I don't remember if I have or not. It sounds familiar.
It's one of those you have to watch. It's a must. It's a must. Even if you don't like it, it's better to having at least watched it in your life.
Your life will have been better for watching it.
Like the one episode, he's like stunt cock, and then the Mormon kid leaves, and this big black guy walks in, and it's like, yeah, like that's really a stunt double. Like, you know what I mean? Oh my god, I can't believe you haven't seen that movie.
I've seen Basketballs, but
Basketballs was another one they did, but Orgasmo was like the first. It was before they made South Park, and they did Orgasmo. That and Cannibal Cannibal the Musical.
Yes, I've seen Cannibal the Musical, and which was funny because it was based on my friend's like distant relative. It was he watched it for.
He was a cannibal.
Yeah, his distant relative was.
That's
he
still
went through that, and yeah, he watched it and did a report on it in school, and it was just, I'm just like, you mean you have to watch this for school?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I totally did. He convinced the teacher.
Do a report on Cannibal the Musical.
Let's build a snowman. We can make him our best friend.
Oh, I haven't seen that in a while. I was young when I watched that.
Yeah. So I've seen that and Basketballs, but I saw Basketballs first, and Cannibal the Musical second with my buddy. So, anyway.
Well, now you got what you need to watch next. I guarantee, dude, you'll laugh your ass off. It was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
So yeah, a clicky cloth thing. I can only imagine someone clippity clopping their balls.
Clack, clack, clack. Oh. Oh, I don't want to ruin anything, and I don't remember. That's probably been 10 years since I watched that, so my memory's not great. But oh man, you gotta watch that, dude.
I'll add it to my list of things to potentially watch.
You should bump it up to the top. Just don't watch it with your kids. It's quite bad.
No, I definitely wouldn't. There's a few things that I watch with my kids these days. But so movie for next week. What are we doing?
Orgasmo. That's my vote.
We're trying to do a Christmas themed or holiday themed movies.
A holiday themed movie?
Well, we did lesser known horror movies in the month of October. So I kind of sort of said, well, let's do that for December with holiday movies.
Gotta have the themes, yeah.
So I've got a couple of suggestions if you don't have anything.
Other than wasn't there a turkey one for a Thanksgiving thing?
Yeah, Dustin didn't get to watch that one. I watched it, which by the way, NECA's making a figure of the villain from that movie.
The turkey?
They're making no, he's not a turkey. I forget what the pilgrim's name is or whatever, but so they're making like the standard type of figure that they do for all their horror stuff, and then they're making one with like a cloth suit, which I guess is like in their Mego style line or something. I'm not quite sure. And then they're making a Toonie Terror version of him. So
okay.
You got your choice of 3, whatever you decide to collect. I really wanted to get that latest release of the Mezco with the goat head, because he's got that kind of suit on with the white long socks and the buckle shoes. And I was going, that would be a great base figure to make him.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's the thing. I have the first guy,
Doc Nocturnal.
No, not Doc Nocturnal. He
oh, you mean he's like Doctor Strange. What's his name?
Yeah, he was like a Doctor Strange type character, but he was.
I can't think.
He did like all the Cthulhu things.
Yeah.
He did all the weird Cthulhu things and whatnot, and it's just like, man, I have that dude. I need the goat guy. Dang it.
Yeah,
man, the goat guy.
He's waitlisted now, so.
Oh yeah, it's very unlikely that I would ever get him, because I have like 4 or 5 other things to get before I can even get that. So
let me look up something real quick for this this movie, so I don't sound like a complete ass. I'm trying to look up the who is the lead actor here. Okay. Have you got to see Violent Night yet? Okay, so you did see that one with David Arbor. Okay, What about Fat Man with Mel Gibson?
I don't think I've seen that.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that one. And Violent Night was really good.
It was awesome.
It surprised me. I went into it knowing what it was going to be, and it still surprised me.
Yeah.
All right, so
we might have to do that one too.
We'll watch them both. So okay, let's see.
Watch both.
Where is and the Mel Gibson movie Fat Man is one word, Fat Man, because I tried searching with it separate and I wasn't finding it. Let's see, where is it streaming? Peacock says they have it for free.
Dude, it has Walton Goggins in it. Dude, he's so good.
He plays kind of the character that you would expect him to play too.
Yeah,
he
plays Skinny Man
character for him. So, It was a good watch. I watched both of those last year for the first time, and I was like, that actually wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Well, Violent Night has John Leguizamo in it as Scrooge.
Yeah. That was
it does.
That was really good.
So it looks like Peacock is the only place that has it for free. There's other places, Google Play Movies and TV, Apple TV, Vudu, Redbox, Amazon Prime Video. YouTube has it. Those, of course, are pay to watch, or unless you're already subscribed to those. Let's see what.
Yeah, and it's $3.99 to rent it on Amazon.
Violent Night. That is not what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to look up for streaming. Okay, so Violent Night is on Amazon Prime. If you've got Amazon Prime, I don't see anything that says free. YouTube, Google Play Movies, Apple TV, and Vudu, and those are all. Looks about $3.99 for each one.
Yeah.
So, worth it. They're good. I recommend both.
Yeah. I'll have to check out Fat Man for sure because I want to see that. I wanted to see that, but like when it first came out, I'm like, oh, that looks really cool.
Which was 2020, by the way. So yeah. I think we were all a little busy in 2020.
Yeah.
A rowdy, unorthodox Santa Claus is fighting to save his declining business.
It seems like it's very familiar, very similar to the other one.
Violent Night?
Yeah.
Not really. Not really.
No, I mean, just in spirit. In spirit.
Fat Man has more of a... Okay, so I'll give you kind of a setup. There's a guy that's off, the wilderness, kind of with his wife, and you're not really sure, is this guy really taking himself seriously? Like he's really Santa and all that kind of stuff. So they kind of run this business and they make toys. So they've got a workshop. They call it I think it's the workshop. So it's like through a government contract or some kind of weird thing. They don't really get too into it until they do. And the government's like, yeah, well, we've got other things that you can make for us. And he keeps pushing back, no, I don't, we don't do that. So the whole time, your guy, I forgot what you said his name was.
Walton Goggins.
There's this really rich, spoiled brat in the movie, this kid, and he is the typical little rich shit, and he's kind of pissed off because Santa didn't give him what he wanted last year or some shit, so he hires this guy to track him down and make him pay. He wants what he's owed. So this little kid does whatever he can to get this other guy to go and track him down. Well, this other guy's got his own motives because he didn't agree with a gift that Santa gave him when he was a kid. So he's got beef with Santa. So he surely accepts the job. So through all of this, it kind of all comes to a head. It's got a really good payoff. If you stick with it, stay with the story, pay attention to it.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. You wouldn't think it, but yeah, it's got a good payoff. So
nice.
Whereas Violent Night is okay, he's Santa. He's Santa. He looks like Santa. He's flying around in a fucking sleigh, drunk off his ass, puking over the edge of it. Hates his job, doesn't know why he keeps doing it because kids are little shits and all they want is video games and stupid shit. So you know, and then there's this family that comes together, again, a rich family.
Yeah.
You know, and then Johnny Leguizamo's crew's like, you know, yeah, you got money, we want your money. That's what I want for Christmas. So
Right.
through the whole thing, you know, this little girl, she asks Santa for help because of the situation that they find themselves in, being held hostage by these violent people. And sure enough, you know, Santa sticks with it. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to help you, kid. And kicks some serious ass.
I really like that one. That was awesome.
The the buildup of what you were talking about with Fat Man sounded a lot like a holiday themed version of Toys with Robin Williams. Because remember, he has a toy factory, and then he's trying to be bought out by the military, and they want to make his toys, but the dad said no. But when the dad dies, then they come and take over and turn his toys into a military factory, and that's an old movie.
I haven't seen that either.
So it kind of has undertones of that, but it's more of you know, Santa.
Yeah,
than
more of a serious movie.
He's more of a fallible Santa than what you get in Violent Night. It's a little more grounded in real world consequences, whereas Violent Night has, you know, the magic Santa kind of stuff. There's still magic in Fat Man, but it takes a while. It takes some doing to get to that magic.
They both sound fun. I'd watch them.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's the assignment for next week. Watch one or both. What do you think?
Santa doubleheader. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Fat Man and Violent Night next week. And yeah, 2020. And yeah. All right. All right.
Same
so
ADHD channel. Same time. Same ADHD channel.
That's right.
Boy, I fucked that up.
Same bat channel. Oh no. All right. Until next time. Hope to see you then. And if not, then screw you. Or don't.
If not, then screw you.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Where's my exit thing? I can't find it. I can't find it. All right. Here we go.
Oh, that's my thing.
Here we go. All right. Peace out.